This weekend, I'm at the magical Tonglen Retreat Centre, which is nestled in the majestic mountains just outside of the trout fishing town of Dullstroom. I'm going to show you how to make chickpea flatbreads. It's very simple and quick, and it goes really well with any dish where you want to dip some sauce. So you could have it with hummus, or my favorite to have it with is shakshouka, which is a Middle Eastern dish of eggs based in a spicy tomato sauce. Shakshouka is one of the recipes that you'll find in my online course, The Nudie Foodie, which includes over 100 of my original recipes. Let's get started and I'll show you how to make the chickpea flatbread. So you're going to need some chickpea flour, half a cup or 125 mils. To that, I'm going to add 5 mils or 1 teaspoon of whole caraway seeds, which just gives it a really lovely flavor. Instead of caraway, you might use cumin seeds or nigella seeds, even fennel seeds go really well. And then we'll need about half a teaspoon or 2.5 mils of salt. So I'm just grinding it into my hand so that I can measure it before I add it. Okay, there we go. So that's 2.5 mils. And now to that, I'm going to add 180 mils of water. So we've got beautiful mountain spring water here, so I'm just going to take it straight from the tap. When adding the water, don't add it all at once because you'll land up with clumps in the chickpea batter. So as you can see, as I add a little bit of water at a time, I mix with a whisk and it makes a paste. And you'll see the lumps developing, but if you just keep going at it slowly and keep using the whisk, the lumps will start to dissolve so that you land up with a smooth batter. And then just check the consistency of your batter once it's set. So depending on the relative humidity, you might need a little bit more flour or a little bit more water. The texture should look like this, so it's similar to a thickish pancake batter. So once the batter has sat for a few minutes, you can warm up a non-stick pan to a medium-high heat. And then I've just drizzled a small little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the pan, not too much. And this is the only plastic spatula I've been able to find. Obviously, you don't want to use a metal spatula with a non-stick pan because it can damage the lining of the pan. So always use plastic with non-stick pans. So now that the pan is warm, I'll use a ladle to pour a little bit of the batter in. So 1 ladleful is enough for 1 flatbread. And you pour it in a similar fashion to when you make pancakes or crepes. So turning the pan in a circular motion like that to spread the batter out. We're on a medium-high heat. Obviously too high and the batter will start to burn, but it does need to be quite warm. And you'll see the batter starts to make little bubbles like that. And that's when you know that it's cooking at the right heat. And it will take about 2 to 3 minutes to go golden brown on the bottom. Then I'll flip it over to do the other side. And so after 2 minutes, you can just check. There you can see it's going golden brown. So flip it over. And probably only about a minute and a half on the other side, and then it will be done. So you can see it's really quick to make 1 flatbread, and you'll just repeat that until you've used up all the batter. The amount that I've given you will make about 6 flatbreads, so that's enough for 2 or 3 people. So you can always double, triple, or quadruple the recipe to make more. And that's it. So quick, simple, and easy to make your very own gluten-free chickpea flatbreads. They're really flavorful because of the caraway seeds and also because chickpea flour has its own distinct flavor. So it's a little bit more interesting than a regular wheat flatbread. This is how it looks. It's got the little bubbles. It's got a good texture. I'd love for you to try out the recipe and let me know what you think by dropping a comment below. Mountains just outside of the trout fishing farm of Dullstroom. That is way too runny.